Yeah, because there are two parts to the story, as always. Michael Andretti. Oh, big trouble for Cam Waters. Damage to the brand new car. It's yanked the right front out of that car, and you can see the scuff marks down the left side. That'll be turn 8. What a frustration for Waters, whose pre-season prep has been intense, and he's very cranky with himself. Red flag. Brad Wuscherson, Nathaniel Osborne in the garage at Tickford. That's a very, very disappointing sight for those folks in that garage. And for Cam Waters, very heavy contact that's now triggered the red flag with 18 minutes and 45 seconds remaining. Good news is he's okay. The car is not. And you can see what his body language is like. It's 28, nearly 29 degrees out there at the moment. The other thing that's noticeable is the sunlight. So the grip will be a little different to the way in which it was this morning. And as he peels that guard back to have a look, the news is all bad there for Cam Waters. Opportunity for us, as we like to do at this point, also, Mark, to say thanks to the volunteer officials that come from far and wide, members of Cam's affiliated car clubs, to effect this event. So he's in good hands down there, and they'll retrieve this car, and we'll get back on with this session. But that's a disappointment. Let's see what happened. Turn 8. There's been signs of this from a few people, so it's big push understeer. He's not responding to the front and has just bruised that wall hard. And then it's just a disaster for the next couple of 100 metres. Here's the onboard.
I wonder where it plucks the right. Oh, here we go. About to tell the story.
Yeah, I was about to say there's more to it. So when he gets to the next wall. So it's bad enough that they're dealing with left-hand damage on this car, but they've now got it going on both sides. So here's the other angle. That's very heavy contact. That's going to get into cross members and uprights and you name it.
Especially this one now.
And now this one here.
Yeah. Bang! That's hit hard.
Yeah, so that's both sides of the front and the left rear. So the only thing that you might have got away with there is there might be minimal bruising on the right rear.
But do you remember Mostert doing a similar thing? Remember it went right across to the inside wall? It's unusual when you've done that and you've plugged that out.
Well, you can't steer.
Yeah, you're a passenger, aren't you?
He's basically sitting there going for the ride.
But when he turned in, there were two things. We'll have a look at the turn-in spot. But when he turned in, it's still going really quick when he made contact with that right-hand wall. Wow. That's a brand new car, remember?
The tethers have held, the tethers have done their job, and they've held that right front wheel. And the way the braking system works, you can lose 2 of your brakes, but you can't lose them all. So that can also be part of the story while you're trying to stop the thing when you look at what's going on with the right front. So very sad set of circumstances, and we'll get Greg to jump into the conversation as well. He
turned in shallow, so when we look at the turn-in point, that'll be the interesting part will be, and the difference to the normal line, it was quite a shallow turn-in point. And then when you don't brake the car a lot, it looked like it had understeer from the turn-in point, so that was the thing that caught him out, ran wide. Murph?
Did it look a bit strange, though, boys, when he did try to actually turn, and how it didn't quite, turn as well as we expected it to? Now, that car was on the patch just before practice came off the patch after some damage to it on the left front prior to that session. So they pushed that car out just as the session started, because they've been doing work on it, replacing the front bar, and also I think a little bit of suspension stuff after hitting the tyres down at turn 1 during practice 1. And I just sort of looking at that replay, and it just didn't seem to react right. I don't know if it was just understeer, was it?
I think it's actually what's actually happened. You know what it's like there, Greg? What you're trying to do is not retard the car very much, aren't you? You're trying to really apply the brake very gently and be smooth.
Yeah.
So I think what he did is he turned it in a little bit too narrow,